Все может получиться. И Гвардия!
И Sportbets.com – уникальное место для настоящего геймера. Только здесь возможны ставки на киберспортивные события. Ты знаешь толк в самых популярных играх и готов рисковать? Смотри регулярные трансляции и зарабатывай реальные деньги. И Sportbets.com – живой азарт и холодный расчет.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are just about ready. Well, obviously there's a bit of lag because we only have 6 people on the server, but mentally we are ready for Epsilon versus Virtus.pro. And luckily for me, I still have Hiko with me. Hiko, how are you doing?
Good afternoon, Anders. I'm doing, or good night, actually, where you are. I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, it is getting a little bit late, but it's all right. It's the weekend. I can stay up all night if I want to.
Ooh, I like it.
Exactly.
I can too, right?
You can, definitely can if you want to. I guess, what time is it? It's like -6 hours, so it's just the afternoon for you, right?
Yep, it's 3 in the afternoon.
3 in the afternoon, exactly. I really hate time zones. I don't consider myself a really stupid person, but somehow time zones really screw me up. Like every time someone says, "Oh yeah, it's just like Central European time plus or minus is X," I don't know. Simple addition screws me over, so I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, I've kind of given up on time zones and just I've gone to military time in the U.S., so it's easier to translate it to European time.
Yeah, definitely. I do appreciate the term military time though. I wish we would use that in the Europe because it sounds so much cooler.
It really does.
It really does, right? So we should get into that. Just make it sound a little bit more pro. But this matchup, Hiko, I mean, what do you think? Epsilon versus Pro, best of one on Inferno of all maps.
It's a hard one for me. Hard to predict this one. On one hand, so Epsilon has Shoxy and FXYO, who Shoxy might not be as consistent as he once was, but if he goes off, he probably is one of, if not the best player when he's playing at the top of his game in the world.
Yeah.
FXYO has been really impressing everybody lately. Everybody has been really, really kind of impressed with him, right? I don't know where he came from before this, but watching him lately, he's very impressive to watch.
Well, because we've been talking to Vendetta a lot, he's like maybe people maybe don't know this, but Vendetta's basically like a walking encyclopedia of all things Counter-Strike. He followed the 1.6 professional scene and the source scene, so he knows just about everything there is to know about the history of both games. It's really kind of scary, actually. I have no idea how he keeps it all in his mind. But he said FXO used to be sort of always amongst the top teams in Source, but not really, the absolute top. Just the teams that would sort of, dwell around top 3, 4 like that. So he was always a guy, but he was never really the guy. And I guess now is maybe his chance to actually make something of it. It certainly feels like at this point that he has a really good start on his hands.
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, as I said, I've never heard of him before the past, week or so, ever since he joined Epsilon, but I think he definitely impressed me, and I think he's impressing a lot of other people too. I mean, I see the threads on HLTV about FXO best player in the world, so maybe it's true, right?
Oh man, I do all my betting based on those threads basically. I just, waiting for the next one so I know who's going to be, winning. All right. Well, we're waiting still for 2 more players to join us here, and then we'll be ready to go with the cast. Again, I want to thank all of you for tuning in this evening. Normally, we don't do a lot of broadcasting on Fridays because normally there aren't really many games going on Fridays. I think in Counter-Strike, it seems like Friday and Saturday are usually like sacred days. People don't like placing matches on those days. I don't really blame them. Everyone needs a break. Normally, we go on a break as well, but because the games were on and I really don't like missing games, I decided I was going to do them, even though Similar and Vendetta weren't here. And then Hiko, fortunately for me, you were kind enough to come and help me out. So I really appreciate that. Otherwise, it would have been a long and lonely evening. And that's never fun. But now that we're here, we should remind people to go and follow the channel. And also to follow Hiko over on Twitter. So we can get a lot more followers. I think the new goal, we already broke the one goal that we had, which was 10,000 followers.
Yeah.
But now, why not get it to 11,000 if we can do it? Because sorry to say it, but we can't even pay Hiko for being here tonight. But maybe we can pay him in followers. So if you guys go to twitter.com/COL_Hiko, or maybe someone can put the link in the chat, then just click the follow button and you'll make Hiko happy. And you can follow him when he streams and stuff like that. So it's all worth it at the end.
Yeah, definitely. Appreciate everything.
Oh, well, what else can we really say here? I mean, I think most people would consider, going by the odds at least, Virtus.pro is heavily favored. But tell me this, Hiko, do you think an 80-20 split between these two teams is reasonable for a best of 1 game?
Is that what it is right now?
Yes.
20 for who?
For Epsilon.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That surprises me. That does surprise me. I don't think these teams have that big of a gap to actually be an 80-20 split. But I think like the uncertainty between, again, Shoxy playing like I don't want to call him inconsistent, but lately he either is playing out of his mind or he's playing like not that good. So, and then you also have to consider again FXO. If he plays to his full potential, which I don't think he did yesterday, but I think 2 days ago he did. So I think if both of them play up to their full potential, I think Epsilon has a much better chance than 20% to win this.
Yeah, I think if this was a best of 3 game and the stats said 70-30 in favor of Virtus.pro, I would probably place a bet on Virtus.pro. Because I think in a best of 3 game, I still think they are quite heavily favored to win. But in a best of 1 game between any team that can be considered to be in the top 10 or 12, and I definitely think Epsilon can, and Virtus.pro obviously, I would never in a best of 1 game say it was 20-80. Never, no matter who's playing.
Yeah, definitely.
Even if this was Mouse Sports versus Virtus.pro, I would still consider 20% to be too low for Mouse Sports, because best of 1 is just it's not down to luck or anything, but sometimes you do only need to hit like a few lucky shots, especially in pistol rounds, and you will be off to a really good start, and who knows what happens.
Well, it's also Inferno, which is a map where FXO and, on the other hand, Pasha can't really like take over really with an AWP. And Inferno is usually, I think people would agree, Inferno is probably the most even map that there is right now.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think it was like a Mirage. I could see 80-20, but on an Inferno, I can't see it. I don't agree with that.
No, I really don't. But I will still say I think there's a really, really big chance that Virtus.pro are going to win here. Especially, and I think this is why the stats are so skewed in the first place. It's because of Epsilon's utter failure and letdown against Fnatic earlier today. People who saw that match, they kept it in their mind and they said, all right, I will transfer what happened on that match to this match, which is actually, when you're talking about betting, kind of a dangerous logic to adopt. But if if you're right, then yeah, I think if Epsilon are going to show up in the same form they did against Fnatic 2 hours ago, I think Virtus.pro are going to basically crush them. But a lot can happen in 2 hours. Oh, wait, let me phrase that as a question instead. How much do you think can happen in 2 hours, Hiko? As a professional player, how much can you adjust in 2 hours after coming off of a really bad game?
I think a lot, honestly. I think if that game that they lost was their first game of the night and they didn't really get a chance to warm up before that, they just kind of went in as their warm up, I think we'll see a different team now than we did back then, honestly. So to answer your question, I think a lot of teams are like that, where if you play them as the first game compared to playing them as the last practice or the last game, sometimes with a lot of teams, it is like playing 2 different teams. And you have maybe they're not really mentally there. Maybe they had to do something and they aren't really ready to play CS. B, maybe they're not warmed up, as I said earlier.
Yeah.
C, maybe they just, maybe they're just having like an off game, and again, I guess that's kind of more likely when you're not warmed up. But later on in the day, there's no excuse for that.
It's true. Well, I think they definitely, because we know Virtus.pro warmed up, and they had a really cool match against Fnatic, which weirdly ended up tying in spite of, I don't know, a lot of cool plays from either side. But I think it shows us anyway that Virtus.pro aren't going to be sleeping for this match, and Epsilon can't do the same either. Now we have 10 people on, so let me give the introduction here. If you're just joining us, then welcome to the show. This is Room on Fire, and we've got Virtus.pro versus Epsilon. Best of one game for the SLTV Starseries, number 10, Season 10 it is. And I'm Anders, with me is Hiko, of course, from Complexity, and we're really glad to have you. Remember to follow and subscribe to the channel if you want to help us out. It does make a really big difference for us. The subscriber program is a big part of why we can keep everything alive. So thanks to all of you who have already subscribed, and that's pretty much it. Stay tuned, enjoy yourselves, and remember we have another game coming up after this one, which is Reason Gaming, the Danish team, versus Epsilon. So there's going to be one more match after this one, but I think this one is going to be really interesting. We have a knife round to start off, and what do you think, Hiko? Knife rounds on Inferno, how highly do you rate them? Actually, they're failing at knifing, I think.
Yeah, not knife yet. As I said, I think Inferno is probably one of the most even maps where playing T and playing CT, it kind of depends on the team. Some teams have a better T, some teams have a better CT. I think most of the time people would rather play CT first. But again, I think Inferno is probably the closest map in terms of equality on both sides. Most of the time you see on Inferno it end 8-7.
Yeah.
So it's the less it matters the less compared to sides for sure.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a nuke where you really don't want to lose that knife round.
Right. Nuke or train even.
Yeah. Definitely true. But as we can see, they still do take it sort of seriously. A bit of a battle going on here, and now the stabbing has begun. It looks like it's going to be Epsilon to come out on top. Snags wanted to go through the underpass, but maybe that was a little bit too much to ask for. Actually, well, he can still do this.
They're both one-hittable.
Come on.
Oh.
There's the one.
Oh. Come on, Sax. There it is.
All right. A little bit annoying, I think, for Epsilon. I think they thought they had that. Well, it's going to be Virtus.pro starting off on the slightly more favored side here, CT side. Doesn't really mean, everything, but it, gives them a bit of a boost if they win the pistol round, and that's always nice starting on the CT side where the guns are a little bit more expensive. We're just waiting for the restart, and then we'll be good to go. So let's see what will happen here. Virtus.pro represented by Pasha, by Ali Snags, Neo, and Taz, and Epsilon. Kiyoshima, GMX, SF, Shoxy, and then this latest addition is FXYO, who replaces Mistu, and so far has been pretty successful. They've won a couple of games, and most notably the best of 3 against Hellraisers, but they also lost today against Fnatic in kind of a bad way. So we'll see if it's going to change around here for the French team, if they could do better on Inferno. They are playing against a strong team.
And I see smokes and Molotovs, so that I go ahead and assume B, and they're going towards B.
Yeah, but there's a Molotov on Taz as well that actually shuts it down now if they rotate back here. Pasha's waiting, and are they going to be ready for it? FXYO goes down. Pasha, great shots coming in. Pasha with a triple spray down with the pistol. What a shutdown.
Oof, what a round. Really nice read. Neo heard them all rushing. He called for Pasha, or he called that they were going B. Pasha took it in his own hand, pushed down mid. The Molotov on Taz made them fall back. Pasha with those 3 kills, 3 headshots actually, and all of them falling back. Just a really, really nicely played by Virtus.pro.
Yeah, that was enjoyable to watch. And now Epsilon, they didn't even get a bomb plant, so they are going to be buying armor as is sort of tradition here. Pasha pushing up very aggressively here, and he's going to go down for it. That's not really the end of the world, but maybe a little bit of a shame once he got the first kill. Would have thought he could have fallen back. Snags, long range with a shotgun, doesn't even care. Now by Ali, P90, great position for it. It's going to spray down one, and then he goes down actually, so this is a very expensive round. Shoxy's going to be able to put down the bomb, and if there's one guy you really don't want to have to 1-on-2, it's probably Shoxy. Oh, Neo's just pushing up here. Shoxy's going to get the bomb plant, and then he goes down. A little bit of a shame, but I'm glad he got the bomb plant at least. That's going to give them a lot more money to work with, and that is actually a pretty bad round for Virtus.pro, to put it bluntly.
Yeah, that was a great round by Epsilon to be able to kill 3 people, get a bomb down, and now this round, since they got the bomb planted, they could force if they wanted to. It'd be kind of tight, but they definitely are looking good going into next round if they save this one. And now Virtus.pro is in a position where if they lose a lot of guns this round, well, all of a sudden, because 3 people died that last round, their money's going to be kind of low the entire half.
Yeah, definitely looking... Well, I mean, in terms of losing the pistol round, it looks like Epsilon have picked it up a little bit afterwards. And I think there's another thing that's really good against Virtus.pro. I think I think Virtus.pro is one of the hardest teams to really make crumble, sort of mentally. I think they are... They're a really strong team individually, as just mentally and psychologically. But if you do manage to make them crumble, they start to sometimes second-guess themselves. At least it looks like they do. And that's when I think you have a real opening of actually winning games against them. If you can do that, then you're off to a good start.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That's a pretty good analogy, I think.
By Ali here, gotta be a little bit careful. They've already... Oh, and there it is. He's gonna go down. Now, Snax has to stay alive. FXO will go down. Good pre-fire from Snax, using the audio cue there. But this position from Shoxy is really great. And Kyoshima might be able to do something as well. There's so much time left. And Neo is just walking right in here. Shoxy's gonna take him down now. It is actually a 2-on-2. Snax looking the right way. Probably going to be able to pick off Kyoshima here, but if Shoxy comes in and draws the attention away, who knows what will happen. There's the pick off. The bomb is down. Shoxy again in a 1-on-2. They don't really know where he is. I mean, I think Snax is doing the right thing, just staying put right now.
Yeah.
Got to be careful he doesn't let Shoxy up onto the graveyard. That would be terrible. Oh my god, he takes him down as well. He's jumping. Now, 20 seconds left. Is he going to go for the bomb? Yes, he kind of has to. Taz is coming up from behind with a P90, and he's going to walk around the corner any second. Shoxy has one chance to put the bomb down, and he's going to take it. Snax is walking up. Shoxy has no idea. He's going to be walking out right here. Goes for the spray. One more bullet. I think that's going to be it. Taz very low on health, and he's almost down. He's going to go down. Shoxy with a quad kill. Saves the round. Almost did it last time, and this time, Hiko, I can hear you're almost wincing just looking at this.
Oh my god. I mean, and you said it the round before. If there's ever anybody you want in a 1v2, 1v3, it's Shoxy. And he shows. I don't know why. Like, Snack should have peeked a little bit wider to spot him. Unfortunately, he didn't. And Shoxy was just able to pick him off, and it was in a 1v1. Taz only had 20 HP with a P90 still. So it was a pretty easy round for Shoxy to win, honestly. The second he ended up killing Snacks in Big Pit, I knew for sure he was winning that round.
Now let's see. One of the things we were criticizing Fnatic about on this map was going apartments in anti-eco rounds. And as we see, there's a shotgun on 2 players here. And actually, SF is just waiting. So Epsilon not making the same mistake that we saw the Swedes make, which was, committing to the apartments when they had, rifles against pistols. Biley going to walk out here and get an easy kill on Shoxy. And now we see exactly what the issue is with getting too close to those pistols. They just become much more effective. So a quick trade early on here. And, well, still 50 seconds left. But very important, obviously, for Epsilon to not throw this round away. That'd be the worst thing in the world. Bialy peeks the middle, going to take down GMX. Now things are a little bit closer. Taz is here with a rifle, going to take down another player. And Epsilon playing carefully early on, but now they seem to be almost throwing it away here. It's going to be SF and FXO, and he's picked up a rifle as well. He's looking for the kill. He's going to have the great timing. Pasha's going to be walking out right here, and FXO misses the shot. What? Still going to pick up the kill with the P90, and now it's Bialy defending. 25 seconds left. All he has to do is get 1 kill, and that's probably going to seal it here. There's not a lot of time, and Neo is coming in really quickly. They got to deal with Bialy, and they'll take him down. Next guy in line is Neo. He's going to spray down 1, but SF will take him with 14 seconds left. Are you kidding me? These first rounds have been so close. How does a game start off this good?
This is probably the most fun match we'll watch all day so far, at least.
It feels like
really, like every round has been close, other than pistol round. Every round has been pretty close.
Oh, but that forces Virtus.pro to eco once more. They just don't have the money for it, and I want to say Epsilon should be able to take it, but considering how close it was last time, I'm not even going to call that. Snax making a lot of noise, and SF should have a big advantage here. He does a lot of damage early on, but Snax doesn't go down. So a little bit too much aggression, maybe. Running all the way up can be dangerous like that.
Yeah, that was pretty close.
And now, I don't know. They're taking it slowly, Epsilon, which I kind of like, but there's like a weird limit if you're taking it slowly. If you're taking it way too slowly, like if you're really respecting the other team too much, that can also be a bit of an issue, I feel like.
I actually like what they're doing. Virtus.pro made the mistake against the team, who was it? Fnatic, where they would go, where they went in halls early, and they just got picked off by the Eco round. So Epsilon knows they're saving. They're taking their time. They're taking, I think they're going at a decent pace, and nobody is dying for it. We see they're going back to B now, and this should be a pretty clean and easy take here.
Yeah, good rotation coming in from Virtus.pro, but they really don't have a lot of equipment to hold it back here. Taz does some damage early on. Now they're rushing in Neo in the fountain. They just got to find him here. Snacks will take down one. Oh, Epsilon, are they going to do it again here? Neo goes down. That was very close. That could have been a sick kill from Neo. If that had happened, it would have been maybe a turnaround, but now Pasha's going to get found, and they managed to stabilize, but honestly, I was getting really scared. Then it looked like Epsilon were walking into a trap.
Yeah, and looking back at it, it definitely wasn't clean and easy. But SF Super Fighter, is that his name? Super Fighter, right?
Yeah.
He had
Super Fighter, yeah.
Somebody whiffed his back. I think it was Neo. He 180 one-shot him, killed another guy running through pool, and then killed that last guy in Spindle. So it was nice reactions from him. I just think, unfortunately, Virtus.pro wasn't able to connect the crucial kills they needed to win it, but still a pretty nice positioning by them. They definitely set themselves up to have a chance that round.
Oh, what? Barely peeking with a smoke? I have no idea how he thought that was going to work out. Well, Snacks is going to take a quick return, and they even see the bomb here, so some good information coming up from Virtus.pro, and a good way to adjust as well. FXO is going to go down. That's Snacks through the smoke like we've been talking about today. That's what he's actually just really well feared for. At least a lot of teams fear him for just that thing. Now,
that thing he does.
That thing that he does. There's still time left here, and especially the A-bomb side is a lot weaker than the B-bomb side right now. But let's see if Kiyoshima can either just keep them occupied. Almost gets this headshot there. Pasha's going to be walking back. They can't really see him because of the smoke that's up. If they take down Pasha, that opens up the map a lot here. But if he takes them down, it's probably going to be the end of the round. They will drop him, and now it's going to be a B push, I think.
It's looking like a B crunch.
Yeah. Kiyoshima, they need the timing
I
here.
actually like this. They're waiting around in spawn. They're not going fast enough, so that lets the smoke go in banana, and now Kiyoshima is walking through the main where there's no smoke anymore.
Not a lot of time left here. Taz goes down. Oh, you're joking me. Neo dies as well. What are they doing, Epsilon? And what is... I mean, is this because they're going so slow it's throwing Virtus.pro off guard? Because I actually still think those two people in B had a very good chance of winning that round.
I mean, I don't want to make a prediction yet, but... Okay, he's saving. So, you have to expect. Shoxy had a huge start. He won that big Eco round. Usually, whenever he goes up big, you know he has a lot of confidence. And, you watch him, and everyone knows how Shoxy plays. That round, he literally just walked up mid, and you said it. Who was it? Bialy just had a smoke out, trying to smoke mid, and it was just a free kill. So, they were aggressive on that front. They didn't rush, but he just walked up. And then they got two people through spawn. They killed off Pasha in the arches, or in library, and they just held. And being able to hold that long, I mean, as I said, Kiyoshima was probably calling for them to hold because there was a smoke there. They waited for the smoke to clear, they killed off the guy backhaul, and Kiyoshima had a nice, easy 1v1 in the site, and he was able to kill Neo. So, really, I'm actually impressed so far with Epsilon. They're playing very good and very structured Counter-Strike right now.
Yeah, and very different from what they were doing earlier today. Snacks goes down with the rifle. He's the one who had it. Bialy, good pick off here, but he's going to be going down anyway. Taz is now waiting. See if he can surprise them, but it doesn't even happen. Another round for Epsilon. At least Virtus.pro have money here, but this is now a 5-2, and I'm so glad we got to ask that question earlier, Hikos, because you did say you can actually improve a lot from one match to the next. The Epsilon that we are seeing here is light years away from the one that played Fnatic on Mirage. The one that played Fnatic on Mirage did nothing even like this, like the holding slow and waiting and being patient. That was not on their minds, but it is now.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I feel like most French teams that have like the superstar players, like the Scream, like the Shoxy, if you shut them down early, they kind of, and you said it, they kind of crumble. It's very hard for them to come back. But if they start off strong and they get like a lead and their superstar is playing super well early, they'll have confidence for the rest of the match. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why a best of one, as you said, for a 20-80 and a best of one, like there's no way.
No, and FX Joe now also being brought up on the scoreboard here. He's been a little bit low. He's had 5 kills now, was at 4, but that kind of opening into a bomb site is worth its weight in gold, especially on a map like Inferno. I think Inferno is one of the map where it's almost the hardest to lose a man early on because it really puts a lot of pressure on your setup afterwards.
It does, yep.
And they're going to fake the B bomb site here. GMX just sticking around, and they're letting him as well. He's just waiting right here. Neo spotted him already, but they're going to be pushing towards A. Snags is actually in a really cool position here, and without the X-ray, we can't really see a lot in the smoke here, but he's going to be trying anyway. Bialy doing a lot of work, and it's working out here for Virtus.pro. Another kill comes in. Superfighter will take 1 down, and it's turned into a one-on-one with just 20 seconds left, and the time that's left here is working really well in favor of Pasha. Is he going to be able to get the kill crossing over? He will! Oh, great timing, Pasha. We'll pick it up, and that's 3-5, so very nicely done. But what worries me here, Hiko, is the insane amount of money that's on Epsilon's side.
Yeah, this is... Virtus.pro cannot afford throughout the match and literally afford it with their bankroll to lose this round. They lose this round, they all their money is gone. All their, the momentum they built up from that last round is completely gone again. And they're kind of back at square one. So I'm kind of interested to see what Epsilon does here so that, to shut down Virtus.pro. And it looks like Virtus.pro, though, is actually playing aggressive in middle, ready for them to come up middle. So
yeah. They've been holding mid, second making apartments while they push towards the B-bomb site, where they have a really cool flash that forces Neo back, and then GMX peeks, and I think Neo could have pretty won that duel, but this time he didn't. So now they're a man down again. And last time they managed to recover, this time they have to recover. The scoreboard tells the tale right now. 0 on Snags, 0 on Bialy, 50 on Taz. Losing this round would be a huge blow to Virtus.pro. That would really knock them back to the Stone Age economically.
Yes.
Snags trying to flash himself through. He will be successful. Oh, he does some damage here, but doesn't get the kill. And in the pit, Bialy is going to go down as well. Great shot from Superfighter. Snags being actually just running for the smoke. They're trading places right now. Complete chaos, but this is going to be a bomb plant, and it's a 3-on-4 retake for Virtus.pro. They have to do this. Pasha goes down. Oh my god, this is not looking good for the Polish team. They got to try and readjust to this. If they can win it back here, it's a huge win, but it's not. Shoxy with another double kill. Now 13, 2, and 4, and looking really strong. I don't know. Tell me what's happening here, Hiko. I want to know what is happening.
Mean, these are the matches that I love to watch. I don't like watching a lot of matches, but the matches where like a Shoxy is just going nuts. A match where like a team like Virtus.pro is just getting outplayed everywhere. Like these matches are very fun to watch, especially because like. Again, that 1-round swing, like, Epsilon could lose a round here, and they could kind of crumble. But, like, I just, this is very, I mean, I feel like it should be closer, but this, I feel like the score is right. Like, Virtus.pro is just getting shut down everywhere. They really aren't having very much success anywhere.
You know who I think is taking this, who's handling the situation the best right now? I think it's Neo. He's sitting in the fountain, and he was just looking at the fish, just admiring the beauty of nature and appreciating the finer things in life, which I think is a good idea when there are a lot of people, raining down on you with AKs. It's time to play like that. And he's actually going to be, he's going to be spending his last moments with the fish right here. It's not a bad way to go out, I suppose. But still, sad times for Neo. Just not working out for him, is it?
No, not at all. He was just moving his mouse like in circles too. He was like holding left arrow, so his mouse goes in circles. So I don't know. I would hope there's no. I would hope there's no like fighting or anything going on. I hope there's no like internal conflicts. They're definitely not out of this. I think they know that themselves.
As far as I know, and I take this sort of as second-hand reports because I haven't actually witnessed it myself, but I think Virtus.pro was one of the teams that was well known in 1.6 when they were in. Pentagram and all these old teams, the old Golden 5 lineup, as actually arguing a lot, but somehow never letting it really affect them. Like, they maybe it's just like a Polish thing, but shouting and being angry at each other, but then when it really mattered, they were still a team that functioned really well. I seem to remember a lot of people telling me that was one of the key things about them, actually, so... I don't know. I think they can manage even if they argue, and actually I think that's one of the sources of their strength is that it takes. That's what I said earlier. I think it takes a lot to really split them apart.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, everyone's seen those like videos of like Neo punching his teammate or something, or heard about it. So, I mean, I guess there is a lot of conflict, but I guess you're right. It doesn't really. They're able to get over it pretty fast, right?
Well, you have to hope at this point, because I know I'd be a little bit upset at my teammates at this point, being behind, 4 rounds on the CT side of Inferno. Not the ideal start. In fact, winning an eco round right now would be massive for Virtus.pro. That would be a kind of turnaround and the kind of momentum change that they need. And they actually have a chance to do it here. Bialy and Pasha are in some pretty good positions, but they're also alone. Snack's just rotating out, which is not at the right time. 30 seconds left, and now the push is happening. Pasha goes down. Bialy in the corner, misses the shot. Will get it eventually, but too late, I think.
Yeah. They kind of gambled a little bit closer towards B, and them going short just kind of threw everything off for them. Now they don't really have a chance here. Their best chance is just try to get, the people running away to save. They definitely shouldn't go out of their way to die. Try to get as many kills as they can, and hopefully be able to save a gun, really, at this point.
Yeah, maybe this Deagle is going to come into play. Taz misses the shot, and actually Snacks will be there to help him out. Looked like that could have been a double Deagle from Taz. He had the angle for it, but not quite enough. That's going to be the end of it, though, and we are at 8-3 with more money for Virtus.pro here, but I don't know what to say. This is definitely shocking. I said I thought 80-20 wasn't a reasonable betting score for this game, but I think I managed to say as well I was pretty sure Virtus.pro was favored. And I think I even used the words heavily favored, so I don't know. This is a bit of an upset, I think, for me.
Well, especially when you consider most Inferno games end 8-7, and now Epsilon's already up 8-3. So they can potentially close this half off 12-3, which is absurd against a team like Virtus.pro, especially.
Yeah, I mean, we saw how well Virtus.pro played against Fnatic. They ended up tying that game, but I would say if anyone should have won that game, it probably was Virtus.pro. I think Fnatic dodged a couple of bullets during that game. And now here they are against the Frenchmen, who got destroyed by Fnatic, admittedly on a different map, and that's something that's also worth considering. Fnatic and Epsilon played on Mirage, and this is obviously Inferno. Great start. Oh, Taz. That is not too often that happens. Now they just gotta keep it cool here. No reason. Oh, you must be joking. How the hell did that happen? SF's gonna pick up a kill. Now we're back into a 3-on-3. This cannot happen. There is no way FXO got that kill right after Taz did something that's almost equally absurd. Bialy to the pit.
A is open. Both sites are pretty much split right now. They have one at each site and then one kind of rotating between the two. It looks like Epsilon is going to the right side here.
Yeah.
I would say.
Not a lot of time left. FXO's right here. Going to take down Pasha. Bialy can still do this. It is not over yet, but are they going to rotate for it? They got to move quickly here. Just 24 seconds. He's in the pit, and I think they might even realize this. This is probably the most common position if you're holding this alone. SF already been spotted here. Bialy looking for it. Molotov not going to help him. There's going to be a bomb plant, but Neo is already charging through. 8 seconds left. No bomb plant. Now they can actually go for it. Shoxy will put down the bomb. Bialy's going to try and peek. FXO misses that shot, but he's already got a triple, and now Molotov to try and keep Bialy down in that damn pit. But Bialy wants out. He wants to try and see if he can do this 1-on-2. This is a huge round for Epsilon. If they can bring it back right here, that'd be truly amazing. They were down 2 people early on, and then FXO comes up with a triple kill. Oh, shot on Bialy, and he's going to go down. The quad kill happens, and FXO, just when he's needed, that's when he steps it up.
FXO, he has such a fast op. That kill on Pasha, I mean, usually you don't see an opper just end, like they both walked into each other, and usually you see the opper die in that situation, but FXO was fast enough to kill Pasha, peeking him.
So, I think when you play a game of Counter-Strike, when you have some good rounds, you have some bad rounds, I guess it can be a little bit like an emotional roller coaster ride. You're feeling really good as a team, and then you're feeling really bad. Nice pick off from Snacks here, but it's up and down, up and down. I feel like that round, that's the point in time when the roller coaster just kind of, derails itself for Virtus.pro. It's very hard to come back from that, but I guess some kills in an eco round is a good way of trying to do it.
Yeah, that would do it. Especially, that would kind of kill the momentum they had if they end up losing this eco round. But again, I mean, they are just... that round before, they were up so big, Virtus.pro, and they still end up losing. And FXO is still just getting these really fast, nice op shots. It's pretty ridiculous, actually.
Yeah, spots another one there, gonna peek, and then he goes down. So nicely done here. Trying to shoot through the smoke. It is a 2-on-3. This might be doable, but Kiyoshima will find one. He even spots another one, which is just great information. Shoxy's looking for Taz at long, just trying to see if he can click him away. It's a bit of a clicking battle here, and Taz is not coming out on top. There it is. Pasha now in a 1-on-2, charging in. Once Kiyoshima. Flash is working, but he still goes down. Oh my god. Nothing is working right now for Virtus.pro. I actually managed to slap myself in the face. This is painful. What are we witnessing? This is not how Virtus.pro played just 1 hour ago.
I mean, another round where Virtus.pro was up 5v3. They had 2 rifles. They had the positioning on Epsilon, but Shoxy gets a quick pick out the halls. FXO goes up middle and just gets a quick kill. And then it just all goes downhill from there. It just crumbles. This is not the Virtus.pro that we're used to seeing, for sure.
No, because, I mean, those of us who were watching the Fnatic game, what we were crediting Virtus.pro with was being able to have a lot of information about what was happening on the map, even though it seemed like they didn't know a lot. And right now, even when they get the entry frags, they still don't end up making the wrong decisions, and they end up in some pretty bad positions. Now, they've lost one. Again, FXO with the opening pickoff here, and I don't even know what's happening. This is a big shock.
And again, I mean, Pasha's already down. Epsilon gets that early pick. And so far, every round that's happened, Epsilon has came out on top. Even when they're down 2v4, 2v3, they're still able to come out with these rounds that they shouldn't win. So when you're losing every single round at both bomb sites, I mean, what do you do? Virtus.pro even won pistol round. Virtus.pro won pistol on this half, and they're down 10-3 right now. That's crazy.
And Neo... I love the effort. He wanted to flash himself in on Banana, try and pick up a kill. Instead, he gets taken off by GMX, who was hiding by the cart. I mean, I guess, you know, there's like a saying, once you're playing really well, it's sort of like you make your own luck, right? And I feel like that's what's happening to Epsilon right now. I don't want to take anything away and say that what's happening is lucky for them, but it sort of seems like sometimes when you're winning, even more things work out for you than they normally would. That's how it feels anyway.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's happening here as well. It's going to be 11-3. I mean, Hiko, you alluded earlier when they just had 7 rounds that this could actually finish 12-3, and maybe you predicted something that really is going to happen here.
And again, I mean, you think you win pistol run, you're expecting to end the half at least with 5 rounds, at least. And right now, they're looking at only having 4 and a half that they won pistol on a CT side, which is the side they picked, right? They won pistol, or they won the knife round. Remember, Snacks won that 1v3. So they pick CT, and they're going down 11-3 so far. This is ridiculous. This all started from Epsilon winning that 1 eco round. That's Shoxy 1 versus 3 or whatever it was. 1 versus 2. I know he got a 4K. This crazy kind of run. Oh, man.
Snacks smoked off towards T-Pit, which is a good idea, but then FXO, he took the first shot blind, didn't hit anything. Second shot hit him, and then he got sprayed down. Neo over and Banana going to take down 1 kill, and does take a little bit of damage in return, but it's a really good return kill right now, but might not be enough. Bialy goes down, and Neo, 30 HP. He has to stay alive.
I don't think they know, but there's only 1 more guy left at A. If they just go up mid and kill Pasha, they win this round 100%.
Yep, that is what it's down to, and Virtus.pro have to take a gamble. They're leaving 2 people over on Banana, just hoping that the French team is going to come for them, and maybe they can come out on top. It's actually not a bad idea, I think, because, I mean, nothing else has been working.
Neo is so lucky to not be burning right now. It's right in front of him. It's so close, but no.
Well, seems like Epsilon are making the right call, going to this bomb site. Pasha might be flanked on by SF here. And look at the time left once again for the Frenchman. There it is. The kill happens, and now a bomb site is open for business. Taz and Neo, well, they're obviously not going to save the rifles because this is the 15th round, the last of the half, but this retake, Hiko, I've lost all hope for Virtus.pro, almost at least.
Yeah. If Kimoshima will probably die here, yeah. So it's a 2v2. And FXO actually is stuck in sight with an op. Well, maybe not stuck in sight. We'll just kill one and maybe kill the second one too.
Yeah, Taz walking up here has a chance to do at least take down SFXO. Oh, there's going to be a Molotov out there. Won't actually prevent the bomb defuse here. And SF is not in a great position to do this, but Taz flashed as well. He's going to try and go for it. He actually stops for a moment, and that allows SF to come out here. Taz goes down, and I almost think if he had straight defuse then in the corner, it might have worked out. But, you know, I have 20/20 hindsight and all of that. It's 12-3. Hiko, try and quantify for us what the hell happened to Virtus.pro in this round or in this half.
I wish I could justify them losing 12-3, but again, I've said this 3 times now. Virtus.pro won pistol on the side that they wanted, and they end up losing 12-3. And one of the runs they got eco'd. So we were talking about early on how we were saying how in those eco rounds, like they won that one eco almost. I think it was like a 1v1 again with Shoxy, or no, it was a 1v2 with Shoxy, and Shoxy lost it. And the following one they won, and it just went all down there from there right after that. Yeah. Virtus.pro had to save like the next 2, and Epsilon just ran away with it. And as I said, it seems to be a common thing with French teams for some reason. If they have a very strong early start, like if they'll get that momentum from ecoing you, or if they get that pistol round, usually they're able to run with it. And someone like Shoxy, and even FXO really proving exactly why. They both just kind of ran over Virtus.pro there.
Yep, the 2 top fraggers, 17 kills on Shoxy, 16 on FXO, and we'll see if they can pick up this pistol round. That pretty seals the deal, and they are feeling really confident here. FXO already peeking in the middle, and over on Banana as well, we've got Kiyoshima just taking a peek, looking for the one click here on to Pasha. And Virtus.pro, they know how much is riding on this. There is Kiyoshima. He renamed himself the Kiyo King during the Case King tournament, and it's been looking good so far. Speaking of the Case King tournament, actually, guys, if you click on the Facebook link at the bottom of the page, you can win a keyboard from Zoe, a really, really cool one. Just putting that out there as well. If you haven't checked it out already, we have a new raffle going on, so it's really easy to click that link and like the Facebook page, and you'll be good to go. But that's on next Wednesday, we'll be doing that. Just a short aside here. Now, Kiyoshima, he's going to peek again, flashed in. Oh, great headshot. Now he's going to try and fall back, and he's just in time for it. This is not looking good for Virtus.pro, but they keep coming, and SF takes another one down. Kiyoshima looking for the triple. He really wants it. He's already been doing more than enough here. Running out of bullets and running out of life as well. Will be going down. Snags low, but Neo even lower. He wants to get this bomb plant, but there's no time, and he's alone. Virtus.pro, this round, they're not even going to get the bomb down.
Oh, no.
Kiyoshima, the man of this round, without a doubt.
Kiyo P2000 King. That's what we should call him.
Oh, man. So, I mean, the first kill was good, but the second one, just to add what happened, was based off of a flashbang thrown from inside the B bomb site and just peeking out like that. And that is generally a really simple thing. I mean, you don't have to be a professional player to do that. You and any of your teammates, your friends, can go and do this and try it out in matchmaking, and it's actually a lot of fun to try because it works out pretty well if you have the timing.
Yep.
13-3, and the absolute devastation continues.
This is looking very, very grim for Virtus.pro at this point. They have smokes and Molotovs and flashes, or smokes and Molotovs at least though, so they're going to try the B execute here.
Yeah.
So they might be able to at least get the bomb planted. I'm hoping, if nothing else.
Smoke goes up from SF. Really good timing. Now they're going to try and charge through. Famas right here. Takes down 2 quick. Runs out of bullets, but Kiyoshima in the back. Well, missing a lot of shots here. Going to get the headshot eventually. Then goes down. So a bit of an opening, and you said at least the bomb plant. Neo is trying to pick it up. He wants to plant right on the barbecue right here, and he is going to be able to. So there is something working here. But now Neo has run out of time, and a headshot will finish him off, and it will be 14-3.
This only saving grace for that round again is at least they got the bomb planted. They invested a little bit in like CZs and smokes and Molotovs, so they'll get all the money back for that. They'll be able to go into this round with not full guns. They should. I mean, now they need to buy. I mean, they shouldn't give Epsilon 15, right? Yeah, they're definitely buying. Yeah. So now, this is the round. This is it.
I think what screwed up, you know, the reason they can't buy full this time is because they bought armor last time, didn't they?
Did they buy armor?
Yeah,
I'm
99% sure they bought body armor and head armor. So that's maybe one of the reasons why they could get the bomb down, but it's also the reason why they can't buy now. Shoxy smoking off, and then with a max 7 on the other side, and FXO waiting right here. Oh, Smoke out? No, he doesn't get caught. That would have been a great opening. Now he tries to flash himself in, and that'll work. He's going to pick up the kill. Goes for a second, and he's going to get it. You must be joking. I mean, this is what we're talking about. Everything right now that Epsilon do seems to be just the right move, including Shoxy walking up here. Could have taken down Taz, but he misses the shot.
I think he still headshotted him and just didn't kill him for some reason. That looked close enough to be a one-shot, but I guess it wasn't.
And FXO wants a little bit more. Look at this. He's walking up. Oh, this time he's going to go down. Following it up is GMX, picking off a kill, then turning around. Realizes Taz is up there. He's going to go down, though, and it's still a 2-on-2. SF looking for a kill. Maybe should wait for a little bit of backup here. He's actually doing a lot of damage. But Kiyoshima, can he clutch it here 1-on-2?
It's hard with a guy up in halls. It's very hard to get this guy to peek you and kill him, especially when they're doing like a crossfire like this. It's a very hard round to win right now for Kiyoshima.
Yeah, he made a lot of noise, which I'm a little bit. I think it's a little bit of shame he ran in that quickly because he actually had a lot of time here. Kiyoshima will go down, and a great triple from Taz. Well played, Virtus.pro. It is not over yet, but it's hard to believe in this full comeback. At least, actually, there's not a lot of money left on Epsilon, so that's something.
They have 11 rounds that they could lose before Virtus.pro it just has 15, so they definitely can afford to save, but they actually just went ahead and bought. That's kind of questionable. I don't think I would do that if I were them.
I wouldn't either, but the AWP purchase working out, that's without body armor. He takes down Pasha, and they really don't want to allow them any room. They want to close the door right now and make sure it never opens again. Smoke's up in the middle. GMX flashed a lot here. They're pushing through right into FXO. He's going to be right in the corner. He picks off Bayali, who was behind him. And now GMX has a great opening here to pick up a kill. Doesn't spot that person in the boiler room. Still takes some damage or put some damage through here. And this is looking all right. In the CT spawn, SF is waiting with a CSET 75. And he's going to be walking into Neo just about any second. But actually, Neo takes the route of the library instead. So they're just sort of trapped now in a weird place here at Virtus.pro. I'm not sure about what they're doing here. I mean, I guess they're looking for one more kill to open it up with.
I guess. I mean, I like what Virtus.pro is doing. I like how Neo just kind of going back and forth between spawn and A site. But if he doesn't get a kill, then it's all wasted.
Shoxy takes down Taz. Now it's a 2-on-4, and they shouldn't throw this away here. Epsilon snags, misses the peak. The AWP really not his weapon, it seems, today. And GMX will pick up a double. That is now FXO out-fragging Shoxy with 2 kills. My god, this has been a very strange day, I would say.
Yeah, and that round, if Neo was able to pick off the guy that was spawned, maybe he could tell his teammates to fall all the way back to B. But because he found nobody, he had to try to get a pick A, and they spotted him, and they kind of singled him out and killed his teammates as well. So just kind of unlucky timing by him that round at least. I didn't see that kill that FXO had, but it seemed like he missed the guy that was in his face and shot the guy behind him on accident, right?
He did. He shot by Ali, who was waiting in a top or middle, and there was one guy right in front of him who he missed. So that, I don't know. He could have killed almost both of them if they had just lined up perfectly, which they nearly did. Now it's pistols and grenades here coming in. Yeah. Shoxy in a really good position, going to grenade out, and actually that grenade does tremendous damage to Snacks. He's down to 44. Actually, Shoxy will go down, but GMX in a really good position up in the graveyard, still going to be dropped. Maybe there's a chance to win this round back here. FXO will pick off one more and then gets taken down. Kiyoshima and SF wants to make sure that the game ends right here, but it's not going to be happening. Neo, great 1D comes out, and we're now at 5:15. It's not quite over yet, apparently.
That's one of Neo's like go-to strats. We even have a strat called Universal Soldier, which is their old team. That's what they come out with a lot of big rounds. You know, they throw the smoke on the car, they flash over. They have 2 guys that go through the smoke on the balcony with a flash, and they just overtake pit really fast. It's really nice, and they were able to do it with only pistols and still kill everybody. So, nice little execute.
All right, the Universal Soldier. Well, I'm going to try and remember that. That certainly worked out really well, even though there was a bit of a shaky start. But Shoxy up here is going to go down. No 1D for him. And obviously, Epsilon are ecoing here. So just trying to see if they can do some damage or maybe win the round right here. That'd be great. Great way to finish.
That's a big kill for Bialy to just give up like that.
Yeah, it is. And now FXO's up here with the CSED. So if they come too close, that smoke actually isn't covering everything. He's going to be walking out. Could have probably taken down Snags, but Snags is quicker than him, and that's a really good sign. GMX goes down, and Super Fighter, well, in a 1-on-4, I guess doing economic damage doesn't really matter that much to Virtus.pro because, you know, they're not going to be ecoing or saving or anything like that. So, best case, I don't know, take some more pride away from them or maybe save a rifle for yourself if you're really good.
Yeah, if he can get that up and run with it, there's no way, but... Oh, almost had that kill.
Yeah, it doesn't work out. 6-15. Virtus.pro looking to win 9 rounds in a row to force a draw. And Epsilon just buying straight away here, not waiting for an AWP or anything. They really want to close this game fast.
Yeah, I mean, they have 9 match points they can play around with, so I'm surprised they're going for these low buys. I mean, why wouldn't they just save and really just secure it? Especially if they lose this round, they're going to have to save next. And 4 of them don't even have head armor right now. So, pretty questionable. I guess, like what you said, they want to end this right now. They don't want to keep it going. But to not save 1 round to get full nades and full armor and full guns is kind of... It's questionable to me.
Yeah, and I think they were actually anticipating a B rush this time, but weirdly they make it out of banana without taking almost any damage. If Virtus.pro threw a lot of grenades up there, look how much they've already spent. Pasha and Neo are out of grenades, basically. And it's still just a minute left here, so I thought Epsilon should have maybe taken a little bit more damage. And now they have an interesting setup. Look, they're all on the quad side. They're actually going to be boosting up here. GMX.
Weird spots for Epsilon at B right now.
Oh, jumping down in pit. Have they even spotted him here? Snacks is up, and actually Snacks will pick up the kill. What? Alright, this is really strange. Snacks is going to go down, but it's still Kiyoshima alone at the B bomb site. And it'll take a bit of a miracle, I think, for him to stop 4 members with a FAMAS. That's going to be really tough.
Yeah, I like his position, and it looks like they only have 1 nade. So maybe, you know, he won't get naded at least, but he has to peek at the right time. He's calling for his teammates to rotate now. Yeah, both of them.
Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. Kiyoshima takes down 1. No, it can't end like this, surely. Now Taz is in a 1-on-2. He's got no time. He's going to have to go for the straight plant unless he does. GMX is rotating right into position. Taz very low on health here. 3 HP is going to be going down, and Kiyoshima somehow did it. He got the double, stayed alive, and it's 16-6. Epsilon take the victory. I mean, Hiko, I just don't even have words. This is the scoreline by which Fnatic beat Epsilon on Mirage, and on that map, they looked so bad, Epsilon. They really looked horrible. I'm sorry I switched the way. I've lost all composure here. The defuse happens, of course, and at the end, this FX show was 22 kills and Shoxy with 19. What a goddamn game that was.